Women, not only women, but mothers too. When someone leaves the country with motherly affection, people sure to support, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Mother's Day in Abu Dhabi. Country celebrates International Women's Day with an aim to establish a social state that ensure women's rights and have no gender bias. Government to take stern action if prices of commodities increased on pretext of corona and war, warns Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. UN Food and Agriculture Organization 4-day conference for Asia and Pacific begins in Dhaka, stressing food security and cooperation. War in Ukraine continues amid diplomatic overtures. Russia warns of closing gas pipeline if oil export banned. And Austrian RB Salzburg meet German Bayern Munich in UEFA Champions League football tonight. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Zafar Imam. Welcome you all on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. You've heard the headlines, now we move on to the details.
7 কোটি মানুষকে দাবায় রাখতে পারবো না আমরা যখন মরতে শিখেছি তখন কেউ আমাদের দবাতে পারবে না
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said people must extend support to a leader when the country is run with a motherly affection like her in Bangladesh. The Premier said this while talking to a high-level panel titled Redefining the Future for Women, held at the Women's Pavilion in the Dubai Expo 2020 at Dubai Exhibition Center on the occasion of the International Women's Day today. She said one thing should be comprehended, that women are not only women, women are mothers. So with a motherly affection, if leader run a country, definitely people will support the leader. Pointing out the basic objective of her government's success, Sheikh Hasina told the audience that people of Bangladesh have extended their supports to her as they realized they would be benefited and they would get development. The Prime Minister said she achieved support and faith from the people. That is her main strength.
This is very interesting that in the Parliament, Speaker, Leader of the House, Leader of the Opposition, and Deputy Leader, all are women. So, how do we explain that? Our men are very weak? No, not that. But they are very much cooperative. I must appreciate that. And you see, you should realize one thing. Women is not only women. Women are mothers. So with a motherly affection, if you run a country, definitely people will support you. I achieve support from people, so that is my main strength. That people support, people's faith, and people realize that if I am there, definitely they will be beneficiary. But it was not that easy, you know.
UAE President Diplomatic Advisor Dr. Anwar bin Mohammed Kagash, UAE State Minister for International Cooperation Reem Al-Hashimi, UNFPA Executive Director Dr. Natalia Kanem, WTO Director General Dr. Ngozio Konjo-Iweala, and President and CEO of Qatar International Cyril Vinron also spoke at the panel. Later, the Prime Minister visited Bangladesh's pavilion and UAE pavilion at the Dubai Expo 2020 in the Dubai Exhibition Center. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and UAE Vice President and Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum held bilateral meeting today. Sheikh Hasina led the Bangladesh delegation at the talks, while the UAE side was led by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The meeting was held at Dubai Exhibition Center in a very cordial and friendly atmosphere in which various issues of bilateral concerns, including trade and commerce, investment, strengthening air connectivity. The aim of the meeting was to elevate relation of cooperation to a level of comprehensive partnership. Chairperson of National Advisory Committee on Autism and Neurodevelopmental Disorder, Saima Wazir Putul, Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, Commerce Minister Tipu Munshi, Minister for Expatriate Welfare and Overseas Employment Imran Ahmed, Prime Minister's Advisor on Private Industry and Investment Salman F. Rahman, and State Minister for Women and Children Affairs Fazilatun Nisa Indira joined the talks as members of the Bangladesh delegation. After the meeting, a number of signed documents were exchanged in presence of the two leaders. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid asked the Information Commission to play a more active role in ensuring the right to information at all levels. The President gave the directive when a delegation of Information Commission led by Chief Information Commissioner Martuza Ahmed submitted the Annual Report 2020 to him at Bongo Bhavan this evening. The delegation included Information Commissioners Dr. Abdul Malik and Suraya Begum. Later, President's Press Secretary Mohammad Jainal Abidin told that during the meeting, the Chief Information Commissioner apprised the President of various aspects of the reports and overall activities of the Commission. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid said the right to information plays a vital role in ensuring transparency and accountability. President stressed on encouraging the people to use the Right to Information Act to ensure transparency in all government activities. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid also asked the authorities concerned to take necessary steps so that the people can get the information what they need. President's Office Secretary Shampad Borua, Military Secretary Major General S.M. Salahuddin Islam and Secretary Attached Muhammad Wahidul Islam Khan were present during the meeting. International Women's Day observed today across the country as elsewhere in the world with a call for building a sustainable world giving priority to gender equality. This year, the theme of the day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Bangladesh is now the role model in gender equality and women empowerment. The government has taken various steps to ensure women participation in all sectors of the national development. Although the government has taken many initiatives, women in the country are being deprived and discriminated against in many sectors. They are also facing salary discrimination. Insecurity is still the main obstacle to women's development. Bangladeshi women are currently active in trade and commerce, politics, legislative, administration, diplomacy, armed forces, law enforcement agencies, peace mission, and many more sectors. Gender experts think men will have to play a pioneering role to establish women's rights and revolutionary changes to be brought in the education and cultural sector. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is playing a unique role in women's resurrection, women empowerment and women's development in the country. The government will go for stern action against those who try to raise prices of goods without reasons by taking advantages of the coronavirus and war situation. This warning came from Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. He was speaking at a discussion making the International Women's Day as chief guest at the National Press Club today. Dr. Hassan Mahmood has called upon the BNP not to spread confusions and come out of politics based on Khaleda Zia's health and Tariq Rahman's punishment.
দ্রব্যমূল্য করোনার কারণে এবং সাম্প্রতিক যুদ্ধের কারণে সমগ্র পৃথিবীতে বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে, কিন্তু সরকার সেই পণ্যের মূল্য নিয়ন্ত্রণ করার জন্য কাজ করছে এবং একই সাথে যারা অসাধু ব্যবসায়ী, যারা কোনো দুর্যোগ দুর্বিপাকের সুযোগ নিয়ে পণ্যের মূল্য বাড়িয়ে দেন, তাদের বিরুদ্ধে সরকার কঠোর ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করবে। কারণ কোনো দুর্যোগের সুযোগ নিয়ে পণ্যের মূল্য বাড়িয়ে দেওয়া সেটি কোনো সৎ ব্যবসায়ীর কাজ নয়। আর মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেবরা যে কথাগুলো বলছেন, আজকে বাংলাদেশে কোনো মানুষ না খেয়ে থাকে না। তিনি বলেছেন যে দেশে নাকি নীরব দুর্ভিক্ষ চলছে। উনি কোথায় পেলেন এটি, কোথায় অনুসন্ধান করে পেলেন, সেই প্রশ্ন আমার। বাংলাদেশে মানুষের মাথা পিছু আয় গত 13 বছরে 4.5 গুণ বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে। মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেবদের বলবো যে এই ধরনের বিভ্রান্তি না ছড়িয়ে আপনারা বেগম খালেদা জিয়ার স্বাস্থ্য আর তারেক জিয়ার শাস্তির মধ্যে আপনাদের রাজনীতিটা আটকে আছে। আপনারা দয়া করে সেখান থেকে রাজনীতিটাকে মুক্ত করুন।
The minister says Bangladesh under the leadership of current government has made significant progress in women's advancement, which is an example for
আজকে
developing
প্রতিটি
nations.
মানুষের ভাগ্যের উন্নয়ন হয়েছে এবং এই উন্নয়নের পিছনে নারীদের অবদান অপরিসীম। আমরা মনে করি, আমাদের সরকার মনে করে, মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার সরকার মনে করে যে নারীর অগ্রগতির মধ্য দিয়ে দেশের অগ্রগতি সম্ভব।
National Press Club President Farida Yasmin presided over the program. Senior journalist Manzurul Hassan Bulbul, Daily Manav Jamin editor Mahbuba Chaudhary and President of Nari Shangbadik Kendro Nasima Haq Minu also spoke. Daksu's former first ever women VP Mahfuza Khanum was honored at the program. Later, the Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood attended review meeting of the National Film Awards 2020 at the Secretariat. The minister said the gala event will take place at Bangladesh's International Conference Center on March 23. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will be connected to the ceremony virtually. Dr. Hassan Mahmood urged all to make the event more successful. Additional Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Muhammad Mizanul Alam, moderated the function. Additional Secretaries Khadija Begum and Farooq Ahmed, President of Film Artists Association Ilyas Kanchun, President of Film Directors Association Sohanur Rahman Sohan, film actresses Razina Islam and Oruna Bishash, Managing Director of BFDC Nuzat Ismin Ahmed, Director General of Bangladesh Betar Ahmed Kamruzaman and Deputy Director General of BTV Sayyidah Tasmina Ahmed attended the meeting. The 4-day 36th Regional Conference for Asia and the Pacific of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organizations FAO began at a city hotel today in Bangladesh for the first time. Agriculture Secretary Muhammad Saidul Islam inaugurated the first 2-day session of the conference. Agriculture Secretary was elected president for the session. FAO Assistant Director General and Regional Representative Jun Kim, Conference Secretary Sridhar Dharmapuri and Food Ministry Secretary Dr. Musammad Nazmanara Khanum and other participating delegations were present on the occasion. The inaugural ceremony of the ministerial meeting for conference will be held on March 10 at the BICC, where Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is expected to be present on the occasion as chief guest. Now international news. Ukrainian officials said they have begun evacuating civilians from the northeastern city of Sumy and from the town of Irpin near the capital Kiev. Evacuations began after Russian and Ukrainian officials agreed to establish humanitarian corridors to allow civilians out of some towns and cities besieged by Russian forces. Russia's defense minister said it has opened a series of humanitarian corridors so people can be evacuated from Kiev and several other Ukrainian cities, according to the report by the country's Interfax news agency. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba says he will propose direct talks between the Ukrainian and Russian presidents when he meets with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Turkey on Thursday. Russia has warned that it might stop the flow of gas through pipelines from Russia to Germany in response to Berlin's decisions last month to hold the opening of Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Russia supplies about 40% of Europe's gas. Meanwhile, UN told the number of refugees fleeing the war in Ukraine has passed 2 million. In the last 24 hours, the world has witnessed over 12,23,000 new coronavirus cases with 4,900 deaths. Now, COVID-19 global death toll reaches 60,29,000 and over 44 crore 84,22,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, 38 crore 27 lakhs 5,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Bangladesh reported 7 COVID-19 deaths and 446 infections in a single day. Corona infections rate was reported 2.23%. Director General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 29,096 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 19,48,148. The recovery count rose to 18,49,946 after another 3,062 patients recovered. The statement said 2.23% of 19,964 samples tested positive. DGHS statistics showed that the people infected from the beginning, 94.96% recovered and 1.49% died. Now weather. Weather forecast valid till 6 p.m. tomorrow said weather may remain dry over the country. Day and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Now today's maximum and minimum temperature in divisional cities. Maximum 33 and minimum 17.5 degrees Celsius in Rangpur. Maximum 32.4 and minimum 17.1 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi. Maximum 33.4 and minimum 18.5 degrees Celsius in Mymensingh. Maximum 35.2 and minimum 19.5 degrees Celsius in Sylhet. Maximum 34.1 and minimum 22.8 degrees Celsius in Dhaka. Maximum 32.4, minimum 18.8 degrees Celsius in Khulna. Maximum 32.5 and minimum 18.1 degrees Celsius in Borishal. And maximum 31, minimum 19.4 degrees Celsius in Chattogram division. The highest temperature of the country was recorded 35.5 degrees Celsius in Rangamati and lowest temperature was recorded 13.7 degrees Celsius at Tetulia in Panchgod today. The weather forecast for next 3 days, the day temperature may rise 1 degree Celsius over the country. Day temperature may remain unchanged in the capital tomorrow. There will be sunlight in the sky and night temperature may fall 1 degree Celsius. On Thursday, day temperature may rise to 35 degrees Celsius. Day temperature may fall 1 degree Celsius and night temperature may remain unchanged on Friday. Now news on sports. German giant Bayern Munich will face Austrian RB Salzburg in the second leg of the Champions League football last 16 rounds tonight. The match will kick off at 2 a.m. Bangladesh Standard Time at Allianz Arena in Germany. Salzburg made 1-1 draw with Bayern in the first leg. At the same time, English club Liverpool will play against Italian club Inter Milan in the other match of the second leg in the last 16 round. Liverpool beat Inter Milan by 2-0 in the first leg. Women FIDE master Nazrana Khan became the champion in International Women's Day FIDE Rapid Rating Chess Tournament 2022. She earned 16 points in the 7-round Swiss League System competition. Talukdar Taslima became runner-up. Earlier, General Secretary of Bangladesh Chess Federation, Syed Shahabuddin Shamim, inaugurated the tournament. Chairman of Women's Chess Committee, Anjuman Ara Akshir, gold medalist of 1988 Chess Olympiad Yasmin Begum, and international organizer Mahmouda Haq Chaudhary were present on the occasion. A total of 65 women chess players took part in the competition. And now to end the bulletin, headlines once again. Women, not only women but mothers too. When someone leads a country with motherly affection, people sure to support, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Mother's Day in Abu Dhabi. Countries celebrates International Women's Day with an aim to establish a social state that ensure women's rights and have no gender bias. Government to take stern action if prices of commodities increased on pretext of corona and war, warns Information and Broadcast Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. UN Food and Agriculture Organization 4-day conference for Asia and Pacific begins in Dhaka, stressing food security and cooperation. War in Ukraine continues amid diplomatic overtures. Russia warns of closing gas pipeline if oil export banned. And Austrian RB Salzburg meet German Bayern Munich in UEFA Champions League football tonight. And that's all from Newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we request you to follow the health guidelines, wear masks and stay safe from corona. Khuda Hafiz.